Steve, it goes without saying, rather, whichever way you dress this up, it's a big game.
It's a big one, yeah, of course. I mean, it's not going to be the be-all and end-all, but it's a big game. And whoever comes out on top, of course, it's the psychology of the whole thing. You know, if you can go and win up there, if we can win there, if they can turn us over, then, of course, it bears well. But as we've seen in the last couple of weeks, in particular, you know, Burnley are the ones to catch because they've had an unbelievable run. So it's up to all of us to make sure that we stay on their coattails. But as we've seen from this division in the last couple of weeks, if you ever want to know what the Championship's about and how unpredictable it is, then we've witnessed it. So there's still a lot of games to go. There's still 30-odd points to play for. But you're right, big game, big occasion, live on the TV. Let's go and do a bit.
You can make stats back at whatever argument you want. 1 defeat in 6, 1 win in 6, 2 defeats in 6. You can take positive and negatives. How do you look at it?
Well, look, when you're going to take a promotion, we're disappointed that we haven't won at least one of these 2 home games that we've had. We've done enough to win them both. There's no question about that. We haven't had the bounce of the ball, haven't had a little bit of luck when you need it. So it's what it is now. And as I said, there's a long way to go. We're in a wonderful position still, all to play for. Big games ahead, big challenge ahead. And, you know, it's now down to the most enjoyable part for me is now upon us. You know, this is what we play football for. We're in it for, to try and get a promotion. And I hope that we can go, and we've still got, you know, a very, very good chance. We're a bit disappointed in the last couple of results, but then again, I'm sure Middlesbrough are the same. So we're both in the same boat.
Some people might be surprised to hear you say this is the most enjoyable part, because everybody else is looking at it and saying that this is the tensest part of the season, aren't you?
Well, look, we're in football to try and achieve something. And if you can achieve what you're trying to do and trying to get out and play in the big league, then, in my experience anyway, you look forward to big games, big occasions, and they can't be any bigger than what we're going for. So you've got to try and enjoy it, otherwise what's the point? You know, last year was a war of attrition when you cannot win a game in the big league. You know, so you know it is what it is. But in my opinion, let's go and enjoy the challenge of trying to get the club over the line and do what we want trying to do.
Well, I don't know if there's too many people enjoying it up at Middlesbrough at the moment. If you believe everything that's gone on in the last week, as the opposing manager against them.
Who knows? It might galvanise them. Who knows? It might have been part of the manager's psychology. You know, it could have been. You know, go and stir a few things up, go and rattle a few cages. Who knows? We're all a little bit different. You know, it could have been part of his strategy. Who knows? It's a bit strange, I have to say, but nothing surprises me. And at the end of the day, no matter what the manager, the coaches or everybody else gets up to, we've got a match tomorrow. It's 11 players against 11 players. Out on the pitch is what matters. And who knows, as I said, it could have galvanised them. It could have a different effect. But we're playing Middlesbrough, who have been very, very good over the last couple of years. They've been thereabouts, lost the playoff final last year, been there or thereabouts all season. And that's not going to change. They're going to be one of our competitors right until the wire, like they have been for the vast majority of this season. So I don't think that'll change.
Outwardly, Aysel Karanka comes across as quite a composed, relaxed figure. He's a striker, he's the type of person that gets annoyed. So are you surprised to hear these stories?
I ain't surprised with anything anymore. I've been in it long enough, where it's look, what's happened is what happened. We're all guessing. We're all guessing from the outside. When I've met Artur, he's been nothing more than a complete gentleman who I've enjoyed his company, and I'm sure I'll have a glass of Rioja tomorrow with him. It might be over my head, but well, let's enjoy a glass of Rioja with him. In what we've seen last week, we haven't seen it before, especially in this country, but it's all forgotten about, I'm sure, up there. And as I said, I'm more focused on how we go and play. And we haven't done a lot wrong lately. We haven't been getting badly beaten, or we've been there or thereabouts, missed a few chances. We have to be a little bit more, if I'm going to be really, that's the disappointing thing. If I'm going to be upset, then it's we haven't been as clinical as what we should be. And but that's the game of football.
When we spoke to Curtis a little earlier, he said maybe a few weeks ago you look at this fixture and it's a game you don't want to lose. But given the way fixtures and results have gone since then, now it becomes a game you want to win.
Well, I'm sure both clubs it helps if you want to win it. if you win any big game, especially the competitor against you at the top end of the division, then it helps, you know. But listen, if we have to go up there and take a point, as I said, there's still 9 games to play, and a lot of players and a lot of points to go. Teams have to play each other. There's other top of the table clashes going around us, and as I've said repeatedly, it's the accumulation of points. And I said a few weeks ago, you know, maybe does it take 86 in the last 10 years has been a good barometer. So we're still aiming towards that figure.
How have the ups and downs of this season, this promotion campaign, compared so far with what you went through last time?
Well, last time nobody gave us a hope in hell of getting up. We were 66 to 1 outsiders, not a cat in hell's chance of going up. And it was about this time where people started taking us seriously, that we were under the radar, if you like. This one we've been the favourites since the start of it because we've been in the Premier League. And so it's different in that respect. But last time, you know, and I've been at the club now 4 years, approaching 4 years, we're not going to be doing it easy. I don't think this club has ever done anything very, very easy. I don't think it's in the DNA of it. So I would be prepared to say take it to the wire. As it prepares compared to last time, let's hope we don't have to go through that. Because if we remember, the last day of the season 4 years ago was arguably one of the great sporting days of who could have predicted that what was going to happen. So, especially in our last game where we have a penalty to get promoted basically and 30 seconds to go, we should have been 3-1 up. Within 20 seconds it's 2 each, and we're waiting for other people now to get us promoted. So in that respect, it's different. It's because, as I said, I think the expectation didn't really kick in till now on the team 3-4 years ago.
With the recent results, have you detected any traces of nervousness amongst
Yeah,
the
of course.
squad?
Look, I'll be lying to you if I said, look, the course is a bit nervous, there's a bit anxious, there's a bit of tension. Even the crowd, it rolled down from the crowd onto the pitch. Of course there's going to be that, but look, we've got some big players who should be able to handle the occasion. And I'm convinced that really when the real tickly bit starts, where you have to win a game, then we've got enough experience to handle what's going to come before us. We've been unlucky in the last couple of games, really. We've analysed them, you know, watched them all 3-4 times over. There's not a lot wrong apart from taking the chances when they fall upon us.
Steve, can you just ask about injuries? How's everyone doing? Jake?
We think Jake Livermore could be fit. Powell's not fit. Maloney's not fit. Myler's ill. That's about it, really.